Jimmy Butler's status for Clippers Heat game. Jimmy Butler is listed as questionable for Thursday's game between the Los Angeles Clippers and the Miami Heat. The Miami Heat will play the Los Angeles Clippers in Florida on Thursday night. They may be missing their greatest player for the game, as Jimmy Butler is classified as questionable. The six-time NBA All-Star missed 7 games in a row before returning on Friday night against the Boston Celtics. He put up 25 points, 15 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 steal and 1 block on December 21st shooting from the field. Following the 120-116 win over the Celtics, he played on Monday night against the Memphis Grizzlies but missed their most recent game on Tuesday night against the Detroit Pistons. On the season, Butler is averaging 21.0 points, 7.1 rebounds, 6.0 assists and 1.7 steals per contest on 49.5% shooting from the field in 15 games. The Heat come into the night with an 11-14 record in their first 25 games, which has them tied with the Washington Wizards for the 10th seed in the Eastern Conference. They are in the middle of a 2-game losing streak and are 4-6 in their last 10 games. At home, the Heat have been good, with an 8-5 record in 13 games hosted in Miami, Florida. As for the Clippers, they enter the night with a 14-12 record in 26 games, which has them as the 9th seed in the Western Conference. They are 5-5 in their last 10 games and 7-6 in the 13 games they have played on the road. In their last game, the Clippers lost 116-111 to the Orlando Magic on Wednesday night in Florida. Miami Heat's Bam Adebayo comfortable with Jimmy Butler taking over in clutch situations. Even though his scoring is up, Adebayo says Butler is best in closing minutes. Miami Heat center Bam Adebayo is playing the best basketball of his career, especially on the offensive end. He is averaging 26.8 points in his last 7 games and now drawing constant double teams from opponents. Still, Adebayo knows where his place is when the game is on the line. Not that Adebayo isn't comfortable in late-game situations, he realizes those moments are usually reserved for Jimmy Butler. It was Butler who scored the final 8 points in the Heat's victory against the Los Angeles Clippers Thursday. And Adebayo, who some are considering the Heat's #1 option, is perfectly fine with it. The ball finds the right places, Adebayo said. Tonight, it was Jimmy. Jimmy had the hot hand. He scored our last 8 and that's what he does. At the end of the game, if he wants to keep doing, I'm fine with that. I have no problem with him shooting step-back, one-footers. Miami Heat's Jimmy Butler tries to recruit Nikola Jovic to root for Brazil-Indiana World Cup. It's no secret Miami Heat forward Jimmy Butler is a huge soccer fan. With the World Cup happening, Butler is rooting for Brazil. Butler even tried to recruit rookie teammate Nikola Jovic to cheer for Brazil. Jovic didn't budge, preferring to back his native Serbian team. Their candid exchange took place while the Heat were practicing in Memphis earlier this week. The conversation starts by talking about Brazil's latest victory. "You can get on our bandwagon," Butler says. "We lost," responds Jovic. Then Jovic explains why he refuses to root for Brazil. "I'm not joining the best team in the world," Jovic tells Butler. Butler then says, "Why are you mad at me that we're the best team in the world?" When Butler tries to be even more convincing by naming some Brazilian players, including Neymar, Jovic ends it by saying, "Never bro."